Now, from Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, set amongst the azaleas, dogwoods, magnolias, and pines, this is EA Sports coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner, so pleased to be joined by Frank Novello. And Frank, the setting here at Augusta National, as always, is ideal. You could just sort of sit and watch and soak it all in. But you have to get out there and play. So what are the keys to being successful here?
Getting used to the uphill and downhill lies. And you see that on what is regarded really as the most perfect par 5 ever created. That's 13. Because if you had a nice tee shot and you're going to go for that green across the tributary of Rays Creek, then you better used to be having the ball above your feet. And of course, then you get to 16, and I'm going to steal a line, from the great Vern Lundquist. Yes, sir. And yes, sir, you're playing a beauty.
We're just going to play 9 here, so let's get it started as we head out to the tee at the par 4 first. Driving it straight, a big part of playing this golf course well, and that's a good start there in the fairway at the first. Now a second from just under 180 yards.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This is an 11-foot putt. Good speed there. That'll lead just a couple of feet. Okay, that one cleaned up without any issue, and that is a par. Now to the second 575-yard par 5 down the hill here at Augusta National. One of 2 5s on this first 9. This is a place where you can make something happen and jumpstart your round. Okay, that won't quite get over the crest of that hill and get the run out, but it is safely in the fairway here at hole number 2. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Okay, that won't quite get to the green, but a good 3-wood to get down the hill here at 2. That one was running so hot. Look out. I mean, that one came out jalapeno hot, Frank.
Using all the real estate, and now really got the work cut out to get down in 2 putts.
How about the read there? Nothing easy about that one, but bottom of the barrel, that's an excellent par save. Down to the short par 4 third, only 350 yards. I think one of the more underrated holes on this golf course. We know those 5 pars plus the 12th on that second 9 get so much attention, and rightly so. But this is a wonderful hole, strategic, and you need some touch here. And that will do just fine. Second shot, good look at the green. Birdie attempt at the third. Nota Begay is down there.
And not much up or downhill here, so speed not a consideration. All that needs to be looked at is the movement from left to right.
Now a 7-footer. To 1 over par early on in this round. Next up, the stout par 3 fourth here at Augusta National, measuring 240 yards. Middle to long iron is the play here, but accuracy is key with the 2 bunkers protecting the front of that green. finished off, but it is a double bogey. We move now to hole number 5, Magnolia, a par 4 at a stout 495 yards. Avoiding the 2 deep bunkers left of the fairway is a must, but a sloped green full of little hollows makes getting an approach to birdie range no small feat. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. And this going to wind up in the second cut.
It is a game of touch. It is evidence right there when your touch is out. What a difference it makes. That ball went a long way past.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Cleans that up in the hole. We make our way now to the 180-yard par 3 6th, second par 3 on the first 9 here at Augusta. Elevated tee looks down on a 2-tiered undulating green that will absolutely test you. And that got to be trouble. It's right and into the second cut.
It's a slow start, and you can blame it on the short game.
it's over for the day. On to hole number 7 now, a par 4 at 450 yards. It's one of the narrower holes on the course, so precision is more important than power off the tee. The second shot is no bargain either, with a total of 5 bunkers completely surrounding a fairly small green. And that will not be the desired outcome. It's into the second cut. So a wayward tee shot and down to Noda.
When you find yourself in the trees at the 7th, you are forced to use the hit and hope strategy where you hit the ball and hope that it somehow finds the green.
Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, not too bad there. Not in gimme range, but a good chance to possibly walk away only down a stroke. Been that kind of day. 8 over par already. So where the second hole, the par 5, is considerably downhill, the 8th is up the hill. You can certainly make an eagle here, but it requires 2 good shots and maybe a little luck. If you play it off the right, it'll kick down and leave you within eagle range. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. from the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Ball sitting in the left half of this fairway, which definitely increases your chance of getting it close because of the angle.
In golf, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's very poor from that range.
Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. Over for the day. Par 4 ninth is intriguing here at Augusta National. This is where you can see just how hilly the golf course is. It may not show up on television that way, but you can certainly feel it as you make your way up to this ninth green. Yeah, that is a wonderful tee shot, right where you want to be here at hole number 9. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, from this section of the fairway, you have an opportunity to get the ball close to the back third of this green. It's going to require some good calculations on yardage and proper execution to get the ball to sit on the right plateau.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Now this putt's going to feel like you're heading through tar as we go back up the slope, and it is going to push the ball from right to left.
What a stroke there, and a most unexpected birdie. Well, that about wraps it up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Really enjoyed it, Frank.
Yeah, it's been a good day out here. Once again, we've seen the golf course give more than it takes.
For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.